This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
A passenger on Frontier Airlines demanded that an aircraft return to the gate at San Diego International Airport while shouting that she was the President of the United States. I have a little bit of her meltdown if you would like to enjoy it. Here we go.
If I was white in a suit, you would stop the plane. Laugh now. I am the president of this whole country. That's a damn bona fide word. Yes, I need to get off this plane. And I'm going to tell you straight out, don't you ever come against nobody because of their skin color again. You had enough time. I've seen Frontier do illegal stuff several times. I've been riding you for the last 8 years. Don't tell me. You had enough time to stop that telepilot to not go. You just released him from the bank. I saw it out the window. I know it within my heart. I am an affirmed sovereign ruler here in the government. 7 continents I own. What comes around goes around. It's time now. Keep laughing. Watch what happens. You'll be expired just like your battery on your watch.
Oh, Lauryn Hill.
Sovereign Buddha. It's like, you can't be all those things. Pick one.
First of all, whenever I hear presidents of the United States, I think of this lovely song.
I'm sad alone in a boggy marsh, totally motionless except for her heart. Mud flowed up.
You think if she'd be in the sovereign Buddha, she'd have her own private jet, not be flying coach and 35 seat. Yeah, it's first sign you're not really the president. You're flying with me. That's first sign you're not president.
Right.
We're having the pretzels. That's first sign you're not president.
I'm sure. Here's the thing, too. Everybody else is just like, man, I'm just trying to get to Vegas. Please sit down. And no, if you were white and in a suit, they would still be like, sit down, sit down. Clearly having some sort of mental problem. I wonder what she saw.
Awkward sitting next to her. I mean, what do you do? Out crazy? It's like prison. I know you're supposed to be crazier than the crazy guy, but I mean,
not on a plane.
Not necessarily on an airplane. So I don't know how you.
So the best is
out crazy. You get arrested if you punch out the.
See the people.
You do a karate
in
chop
front of her, just laying back with their eyes closed, like, Lord.
Yep, we're not getting to Vegas. Yep, we're gonna. I turn to the next guy. I go, I've never been to Cheyenne. I hear it's lovely in the fall. We should go there and then throw the psychotic lady on the tarmac and keep going.
The 2 dudes in the row in front of her.
Yep,
they're
like,
eyes closed and their heads leaned back.
Yep.
Like, why is this happening to me?
If you really wanted to F with her and then trigger her further, tell her she's only the vice president. And then see how she handles that. And then see if she really snaps.
Oh, no.
Starts throwing her pretzels. Maybe she throws her pretzels and a couple of land in your lap. But, yeah. That's not unlike some of Trump's speeches, actually. I've heard him ramble on, calling himself the sovereign Buddha of Iowa. So that's not totally unlike a Trump speech.
You're going to start triggering people.
I don't want to trigger people.
Yes, you do.
Too
Clearly
early in the morning.
You do.
I don't want to trigger that. But that's part of your in-flight entertainment. Now in-flight entertainment, you get crazy people. I had a thing almost happen. I can't remember what it was now. It was clearly the reaction because our flight got canceled in Madison. And but I can't remember what it was. We were seated on the plane.
Yeah.
And the lady started talking. It's like it had potential, and then she died right down. Then she quieted right down. But
someone
snapped.
Had a trank dart.
She snapped there for a second. She might have got hit in the neck by a trank dart by the pilot, maybe the air marshal. Which would be the first time I've ever seen an air marshal, but that would be cool. But that's a full on.
I'm worried about it every time I fly. I'm all like, is it gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Who's gonna snap?
Yeah, is it my turn? I'm ready to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if.
So let's see what ended up happening. I just had it up here.
Uh,
She wanted to return to the gate. They didn't even They didn't even get off the ground.
Oh. Bam. Back to the bar for you. For nuts and Coors Light. So you calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. You know, all you do is just not get to where you're going. It's unbelievable. Yeah, man, it's amazing it wasn't worse back in the old days when you could actually bring booze on the plane and open it on the plane.
Yeah.
You know, I flew to Jamaica enough back in the day where you could bring a bottle of rum on the plane from the airport and crack it open and pass the bottle around. That's how long I've been flying, dude.
Smoking cigarettes on the plane.
Absolutely smoking cigarettes on the plane. You had your little ashtray and the armrest.
I just wish this lady would have lost it in the airport. Like, why did you have to get all the way onto the plane and then lose it? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, newer, gayer, dumber. That's JJO News.
So as a flight attendant, it would be funny. Or the pilot would have come back and go, Madam, I am the, what's a hotel in Vegas that sounds like castle like Excalibur.
Yeah.
So I am the king of Excalibur, and I'm taking away your throne and canceling your serviceship to the country. I declare you unelected. And then duct tape her mouth and her face to the chair.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there. Anyways. Could have turned that into a whole role play, play there.
Kinky.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp. These are legit delicious. Free shipping with products over $75. Order yours at workmansrelief.com for whatever the job throws at you.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
A shark! It's a big ass shark!
You mean I actually have frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads?
PC2, please, John. A 20-year-old guy from South Africa barely survived a vicious shark attack this year while snorkeling in French Polynesia. Do you like to snorkel?
I do. I have
Yeah.
my own snorkel gear.
You do?
Yeah. I spent some money on some better stuff.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. Not a lot. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but
Yeah.
because it hurts your face after a little while.
Yeah, that's why I got it wasn't a fitted custom mask, but I paid, it was like $200 for the flippers and the mask and the,
That's not bad.
no, for what I got. It was a professional.
Yeah.
You can tell by looking at the snorkel, it's not a cheap plastic, snorkel you
Yeah.
buy at the toy store.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Because last time I went snorkeling, the piece that I got that goes in your mouth, someone chewed. The person that used it.
And then put it back in the package at the store?
No, it was
Oh.
because it was like on a boat trip thing, you know?
It's a rental.
Yeah. And I was like, that's gross. I think I'm done with these communal snorkeling kits.
Kind of don't know where the mouthpiece has been.
Right.
But enough about your mom. Good.
Anyway, Duder here decided to own the experience by making himself a trophy.
Oh.
Doctors pulled one of the shark's teeth out of his left arm, and he turned it into an earring.
Badass.
Yeah, his name is Agnes.
Of course.
And so he's talking about the attack.
My story starts when I was badly bitten by a shark in French Polynesia while doing some free diving in a remote island in the middle of
By the way, free diving is nuts.
Oh, that as deep as you can go? Is
Yeah.
that what that is?
nowhere. Luckily, the amazing clinic on the island organized a French military plane to come and pick me up and take me all the way to Tahiti. It was quite amazing that when we did x-rays on my arm looking for broken bones, we discovered several shark teeth that had been broken off inside and had been left behind. 2 pieces of teeth and a whole tooth was removed from my arm, but it's really cool to still have a small piece of tooth left. So if you think I should make a little earring out of this tooth, let me know. I think it'd be quite a fun video to make.
And he did. And he did it.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds kind of like a privileged fella.
I think I'll just make mine the old-fashioned way. Find one on the beach and put it in my pocket for luck.
Just order one from Amazon.
Yeah,
thanks.
exactly.
That's weird. Do they always leave teeth behind when they bite you?
I think they have rows of teeth, and I think they lose them. a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a lot of people have shark teeth after they get bit.
They're
You know
always
what I
on the
mean?
shore. I found them on the shore.
Yeah. Weird. Let's look. Do sharks always?
Their teeth are not attached to their gums like human teeth. Losing their teeth is part of the nature cycle. They just grow back bigger and more deadlier.
Wow.
Yeah, they're rows of teeth. They just continuously grow. When a tooth falls out, a new one replaces it.
Wild.
That they can lose up to 100 teeth per day.
What?
How'd you like that thing coming at you?
Just a flurry of
With a fresh set of
choppers,
incisors.
God damn.
Shark teeth fix themselves. Yeah, I mean, the tooth is the only part of the human body that can't repair itself.
Yeah.
I never thought of it like that. 100 sharks never run out of teeth, ever. They just keep growing teeth. That's insane.
Like we keep growing fingernails.
Exactly.
Wild.
Yeah. They just, isn't that weird that
That's so cool.
they over time, they've just naturally developed
Yeah.
into killing machines.
Man, oh man.
That's pretty badass.
Okay, and I just want to bring up today is National Cheese Curd Day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So.
Off to Tipsy Cow for some white cheddar.
Oh my God.
Some white cheddar.
So Lance bought Sleep Theory, their first cheese curds, when we were in Chippewa Falls.
Really?
Yeah. They weren't fried. They were fresh, which is fine either way.
Where'd he get them at?
Well, they had fresh cheese curds in the cold case at the Liney Lodge.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And it was funny because as we were pulling away on the bus, you could see the guys in Sleep Theory in their car just pounding the cheese curds.
Yeah.
They were like, what is this magic? And I was like, oh, what have you done?
Yeah.
They're going to eat that whole bag of cheese curds and not poop for a whole week.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the curd girl? Is that the Monroe? The girls from Monroe?
I think I have.
Yeah, they were at Taste of Madison. They're incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Great Dane makes cheese. You know, last place we had cheese curds, I think we were at Gray's up on the square. And they're nice. They're kind of greasy,
Yeah.
They're soft, they gooey all over the place.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Last place we had curds was up north at Mike's Bar and Grill. And they had dill. We got a dill cheese curd.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it was pretty bomb diggity, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to complain about that. They had a Cajun cheese curd I would have been curious to try, but there's only so many curds one can eat, dude.
The Tipsy Cow, which probably wins all the awards for cheese curds, but they have a goat cheese curd we've had.
Oh,
their food's incredible.
It is.
It's very fancy looking food there. We love going to Tipsy Cow.
Yeah.
It's a great spot.
It is. I agree.
Sit out there and then walk down a couple of stores and smoke a nice stogie. I love it. I love that side of town.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So
they pay me to say that.
Oh.
Appreciate that.
What did they pay you in cheese curds?
Yeah.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp to help you relax after a long day or just chill over the weekend. No need to drive out of state to get your THC products. Order yours at workmansrelief.com.
Johnny and D, JJO.
Go big or go home. Main man is facing, you my main man. Not like that. Dude from Maine is facing multiple charges after police say he stole 4 vehicles, including a dump truck.
Oh.
And a chase that crossed into New Hampshire several times. They first tried to stop Garrett Littlefield, 33, on Thursday morning. When police used strips to disable a stolen car, he ran off and stole a truck from someone's home that was nearby. Later, they saw a different truck blowing through a stop sign at more than 100 miles an hour. Turns out it was him again. That truck crashed into a ditch after they put out another set of spike stripes, and then he ran off again. This dude is fast. He must have long-ass legs and like a track career.
God.
Officials said he was finally arrested while trying to steal a 5th car after parking a stolen dump truck at a gas station in Bridgeton. Holy crap.
What a night.
Yeah, dude.
Busy dance card.
How can he hotwire? How can he steal that many cars?
Their Kias. I don't know, dude. That's a good
And a
question.
dump truck? Would someone leave the keys in the dump truck?
Yeah, that's a good question.
God damn. How much trouble do you get in if you leave the keys in a dump truck at a work site?
Well, I think they leave the keys in because they don't think anybody's going to steal it.
I suppose.
You think? It'd be a little obvious. Driving a skid loader,
Totes
a
obs.
highway grader off of a
Right.
work site.
I suppose.
And then where do you park it? I don't. What do you do with it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Weird.
It is weird. It's a busy, busy night. Annie Charlotte has 2 vaginas.
Oh. That's really funny. I just found a story while Metallica was playing. This will tie in nicely with the vagina story you're about to tell.
Okay.
Let me hear yours first.
But it doesn't impact her sex life much because 99% of men don't even realize it.
2 vaginas.
The 26-year-old discovered she had 2 vages when she was 16. She was getting a form of birth control inserted inside her when her doctor diagnosed her with a rare condition. Doctor explained that she had a condition meaning she has 2 uteruses, 2 cervixes, and 2 vaginas. Uterus. It has since been an uphill battle dealing with the medical system ever since. Yeah, I'm sure. It's made me realize how terrible the medical system is, especially with female health. Can I get an amen? When she was diagnosed, she was a teenager. She wanted to be just like everyone else, but she had 2 vaginas.
How old is she?
She's 26 now.
That's enough for OnlyFans.
Yep. I've slept with hundreds of men. Oh.
Have you ever, at the same time? I'm just curious. Both vaginas?
I've slept with hundreds of men, and 99.9% of them don't realize I have 2 vaginas. None of them ever know.
That's kind of hot, though.
26-year-old said sometimes she tells them after they've had intercourse, and they're always shocked and confused and left with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
I've had experiences where I've told them, by the way, I have 2 vaginas, and they're like, what? That's also a weird way to wrap up a night together.
It's like thing 1 and thing 2.
She explained that her vagina on her right side is bigger and more dominant. So men don't notice or completely miss her smaller vagina located on her left.
So it's not like you can literally tell there's 2 vaginas.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
26-year-old says she thinks men don't notice that she has 2 vaginas because they aren't paying attention. Yeah.
It sounds about right.
That's so right. To be honest, I just don't think men even think about it. It's completely out of their radar.
if you're a
I
guy
feel
that-
like some of them don't even know where a clit is, let alone where a
Right.
second vagina would be.
I love it. And then the dude's gonna want to be. Can do the other one. A guy. A typical bonehead. Having a block party in my vagina.
My God, is that funny?
What about periods? Does she have 2 cycles or 2 periods?
Well, she's got 2 uteruses, so I would assume
Is that happening?
they would be cycling at the same time because she's they would sync up, right?
Yeah.
She probably doesn't have 2 sets of ovaries, so they got to be doing the same thing, don't you think?
Wow.
Releasing at the same.
I kind of like to have a little look at that
Not a doctor, but I'll take a look.
double poon situation. I'd like to have me a little look at that.
She's got one on the right and one on the left. She's right vagina dominant. My God, is that something?
He get down there like a bowling ball, 2 literally like it. You got
Man, oh
like
man.
3. Well, bowling ball has 3 holes in it, so now you can.
My doctor calling.
Yeah. Wise. The doctor's like, I can double charge her. I'll give her a 2 for 1. So I give her a bug of 10. But that's officially a bowling ball now,
Yeah.
as they used to say. There used to be a bowling ball.
if you're behind her.
Yeah. You got to be in the right position for it.
Yeah.
That is so
I'll
crazy.
figure it out.
Not sure if there's no pictures. Hello?
How is a guy supposed to hold his breath for two? Better get one done.
See, we have more questions than we have answers. We're not getting anything.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, picture that double vagina person like that snot-nosed kid with two freaking Kleenexes up his nose when she's on a rag.
Ah.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, keeping it real. Hello? Hello?
Didn't you guys have a story about this chick or another one that
It was a
she was a
different
porn
one.
star? She was a porn star and she used the one hole for work and the one hole for her lover.
Yep.
Wasn't that a story?
Yeah.
Am
Yep.
Yeah.
Was it on an interview or you had some kind of interview from her, I thought? I thought there was audio of her talking about it. It was like the same opening, same initial opening, but there's two different holes in that opening.
Get one all dressed up and then keep an eye patch over the other one so he doesn't do the one for work.
Hold on. That one's for my boy. He can have that one.
So that
That's
one
special.
was Evelyn Miller.
That's special.
That was a different one.
That's fantastic.
Different one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was the one that used. I have to keep my bitches with two vaginas straight here.
God dang.
So is it better odds of winning the lottery or finding one of these women?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Did it say one in how many women have this?
I'll have to look.
Fascinating. I love it. And then
Have
you're
a
like,
good
can you
one,
get
guys.
double,
You too, bud.
double pregnant? I mean, it's so bizarre. Greatest topic
How
ever.
rare is it?
Radio. She's the most interesting woman in the world. How did that guy used to do the Dos Equis commercials? What was his tagline? Used to be?
I don't know.
Why am I forgetting it? God, I haven't seen it in so long. Stay thirsty, my friends.
It occurs in 0.3% of the total population.
Weird. How would you like
you
to?
probably have a better chance of being born with this than winning the lottery.
How'd you like to
right?
stare down a dude with two floppy wieners coming at you like a big
Sounds terrible.
Help! I have you surrounded. Oh my God. I wonder if that's even been a thing. I don't know. I've never seen that one before. But that's fascinating. That's the cheating aside, that's amazing. Hi, how's it going? Hello, JJO, hello.
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 The bigger question is, what toxic infested place did she live near?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Two
She's
vaginas.
sitting next to a nuclear plant.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine what her kids are going to look like? They're going
Yeah.
to have like dongs on their forehead.
Good old dong head.
Kind of like Johnny.
Yeah,
Those
kind of.
dongs on
Yeah,
their
kind of.
forehead.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, you're just sitting there going, having dinner with some chick with two vaginas. And like, wow, what an icebreaker topic that was.
I like how she waits
Did
till
you-
after they screw to tell him.
How's the wine? Do you have anything against a woman with two vaginas?
I'm going to let you know how little you actually paid attention to my vagina.
Yeah, exactly.
There's two of them down there.
Yes, exactly. Are you picky? Hi, how's it going?
Hey, I actually never knew that was an actual thing, except for my wife's best friend has the two vaginas, but she also has the two uteruses as well.
Yeah.
So it is possible to
Yeah.
get pregnant in each side, but it's like a high-risk pregnancy.
Sure.
And I was like, I'm like, how do you not know? Like, she didn't find out until she was pregnant, and she had two miscarriages because obviously there was no room for either of them. But I was like, that's wild. I couldn't imagine.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
looked at my buddy. I'm like, how did you not know?
Right.
Yeah.
What are you doing down there? Yeah, no kidding.
Evidently, it's just like a small little membrane that separates like the right vagina from the left vagina. And I'm like, okay.
So it'd be cool if you could find a double wiener guy that lined up like perfectly.
Oh, that's like Cinderella.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
The shoe fits.
Wow, worst
the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
Worst bedtime story ever. That's fantastic. All right, good question. These are all legitimate questions that need to be answered.
Yeah.
But you think at that point, you'd find a way to monetize your double-barreled beaver and do something.
They figured it out.
That's so crazy. Crazy story.
Double-barreled beaver. Coming to a theater near you.
I like the guy's theory about living next to a nuclear plant, though.
Yeah.
That feels...
Or the giant electrical towers. Yeah. Get Aaron Brockovich on it.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
A woman in the UK named Karen Connigan recently laid off by her employer, IAG. It's the parent company of British Airways. She filed a claim against them, arguing that they breached an equality law. But get this, she was mad because she didn't get a farewell card. There's more to the story, though. An employment tribunal looked into it and discovered that the company had a card for Karen, but only 2 or 3 people were willing to sign it. So they opted not to give it to her, figuring that her getting that card was worse than not getting one at all.
Yeah.
So you're probably wondering, hey, farewell cards, is that a big deal over in the UK? Probably not. But for Karen, it was really something. In addition to the farewell card claim, she sued the company, bringing 40 complaints against them for things like sexual harassment, victimization, and unfair dismissal. Sounds like she had several issues with coworkers. I know the feeling, Karen. Including igniting an argument with one because they corrected her spelling of whiz in another card for a colleague. What's with all the cards? This is how the cards stop. By the way, not a fan of cards. Her boss said that there was nothing to her complaints, saying that she harbored a conspiracy theory mentality and mistook normal workplace interactions for harassment. We had one of those here. In any event, had being the keyword. A judge tossed her case. It was determined that she was appropriately laid off. 2 other workers were also let go at the same time, and her position had become redundant in a company restructure. The judge also ruled that acts cited in her claim either did not happen, or if they did, they were innocuous interactions in the normal course of employment. Sounds like Karen was a real Karen.
Wow. So you're letting somebody go, but then you're giving them a card?
You get a farewell card. You're laid off.
I've never gotten one of those. I got my ass marched right to the front door and given 2 minutes to vacate. That's a weird one. She didn't retire, though. She was
laid off.
She was laid off. Oh, okay. So they're just trying to calm her down a little bit. I see what you're saying.
I don't want a farewell card if I'm fired.
Yeah, no kidding. Laid off, fired, whatever. It's all the same thing.
Right. You're going to be like, we're letting you go. Here's a card. I would be pissed.
You can kiss your 2-week.
I would be pissed.
Yeah, I no. I hate you. What are you giving me a card for?
Yeah.
Wipe my ass with it. Throw it back at him.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's a gift card.
Yeah, give me 6 months severance, and then,
right.
I'll hug you on the way out. But other than that, that's a weird one.
Yeah. Very Karen-y.
Never had one of those.
They were having no time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Time to get into the triggeredness of it all.
And I'm proud to be an American. Where it is that...
Dead, Jim.
Oh, nope. That's the wrong one. They're both close together. Bath & Body Works has a new 3-wick candle called Snowed In.
3-wick candle?
Yeah.
That's normal these days. We have some of those.
Yeah. The artwork featured a white paper snowflake in front of a festive red background. Now, you remember those? The snowflake cutouts you used to make as a kid, right? You'd fold up the paper.
Totally.
And then you'd cut and then you'd pull it out, and it would be, oh, it's a snowflake. Right? That's what the damn design was. Some people thought each edge of the snowflake looked a little like a KKK hood.
Pointy.
The sides were pointed. And they had small holes cut into them.
And then it's going to, of course, they want you to have a white Christmas. So, it's all coming together nicely.
Resembling eye holes.
Nothing better to do with my time. Oh, you can wear it like a little KKK hood.
Now, I will say.
I'm going to put it on my cat. It'll fit better.
Okay.
No, she's right. It's a KKK hood.
No.
Somebody made just one wrong little snip. When they,
it could have been any other shape.
Yep.
If it wouldn't have been a circle in there.
I'm not going to lie. That's a tribute to the KKK.
I can't unsee it. I never would have thought it on my own, but now that you told me it looks like a KKK hood, I cannot unsee it.
Spot on.
So I would have pulled it too if I was Bath and Body Works.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would pull
just
that.
redo it.
Yep.
Just redo it.
I would pull that.
You could put a little diamond in there. And then it's no longer a KKK hood. You know what I'm saying?
How many
it's
people,
just the eye holes.
I guarantee it'll end up being their biggest selling candle in the history of the company.
It's just the eye holes. That's all that makes it. It's the placement of the eye holes.
Yeah, right.
That makes it look like a KKK hood.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's jarring, actually. If you're, if
but
you're
I would not
sensitive like that.
It's seriously one of those things. If nobody would have told me, I never would have noticed. I would have been like, it's a snowflake.
Well, it can either be an alien. Let me see. It's kind of like an alien head.
Yeah. I would have. Alien, yeah.
No, they look like little baby KKK guys.
It's baby KKK.
It's a KKK flake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a candle.
Candle. Good night, everybody. Good night. Hey, you guys had the candle? I want it from my great-grandpappy. He started
it's so bad.
KKK back in the day.
So they pulled it.
Those are going to, how many, so they were on sale for a while.
Yeah.
Those are going to be on eBay for $1,000.
But, people were like, oh, they need to fire all the people who approved it.
No.
I really do think it was a mistake.
Think how many of those things there's sitting in a warehouse somewhere that never got shipped.
I think they can yank the artwork off of there or put something over it or whatever.
So it came, why would throw the candles out? Don't waste the candles.
They're not going to waste a candle. Okay. I think they can redo it.
Right.
We're committed to listening to our teams and customers and committed to fixing any mistakes we make, even those that are unintentional like this one. We apologize to anyone we've offended and are swiftly working to have this item removed and are evaluating our processes going forward. For sure. I get it. And it's crazy to think that they would do this intentionally.
No.
Come on now.
No. Bed Bath & Beyond, no, I don't think they're after that.
Bath & Body Works.
Or Bed Bath & Body Works.
Just Bath & Body Works.
Just Bath & Body.
No bed.
I'm going to get it if I keep talking. I'm finally going to find out the name of the store.
I know.
It's a matter of elimination.
Dude, everybody does the same thing. Because Bed Bath & Beyond, then it gets all muddled. I know.
So Bath & Body Works.
Yeah, Bath & Body Works.
Where'd the bed? What happened to the beds?
There's no bed in it.
There was never a bed
in it.
For real?
Yeah. Bed Bath & Beyond is a different thing.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. All right.
Bath & Body Works is a whole nother.
All right. So the candle is out of circulation. Oh, no. What are you going to do now, candle people? That is, I can see aliens, but I would see the KKK hood.
Yeah.
I would have saw that immediately. But
I would have been with us.
Are you supposed to hang it on your refrigerator or a tree? Is it supposed to go in the tree?
No, it's just a candle you light. It's just a candle.
I know, but it comes with the snowflake.
No, the snowflake's just on the outside. It's just the decoration.
Oh, I see.
On the outside.
I see.
Yeah, it's just the artwork.
I think it'd be funny to put in your house and just take guesses on who would notice first and how long it would take. I think that'd be pretty funny. Just for a conversation starter.
It's just an unfortunate placement of a circle. Really.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Out of all the paper snowflakes you could have made, that's the one that came up.
But if somebody had to design on a computer, whatever they did it on, somebody had to literally draw that.
Yeah.
And nobody looked over their shoulder and said, hey,
yeah,
that looks like a very special snowflake.
It would have taken...
It's almost creepy. It's almost like a creepy snowflake.
I don't know that I would have noticed right away.
No
I
kidding.
really don't.
Maybe it can come with a burning cedar cross or something. Maybe you can put a little burning cross with it, a little add-on.
Yeah. Now, if that would have been the add-on, I would have been like, you know what? That looks like a KKK hood. Yeah.
I mean, I would still buy it and use it. I mean, if we were going to put something on our kitchen counter, I'd still use it. It wouldn't bother me. But once you see it, you're like, oh.
You're like, oh, snit, that does look like a KKK hood. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are we being snowflakes for thinking that's... I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's a coincidence.
Yeah.
I don't think anything about it was intentional.
I just want the candle to smell good. I don't care if there's a little KKK.
What does it smell like? I guarantee you I find the smell more offensive than the artwork.
I keep the scene playing in my head is Don Johnson in Django Unchained.
Oh my God, for real.
When they couldn't cut the holes in the bags right.
For real. So you want to hear a story?
Yeah.
Story time, kids.
Story time.
When I took the tour of Deadwood, the historical tour of Deadwood, which I highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Jean or Janine, I can't remember her name now. So she was telling me this story about, God, was it in Lead? I can't remember, but there was a Catholic priest that had passed, and they went up, they were clearing out all of his stuff. And they were up in his attic, and they found his KKK uniform.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so it was this story about how the church was connected to the KKK up there for a while.
No kidding.
Yeah. Which, I mean,
well,
not surprised.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the era of when that was acceptable. Well, just look at it as a little racist alien and forget about the KKK. You got to alter your mindset to it. Just a little racist alien.
Right. I don't think anyone intentionally is putting out a candle that looks like a KKK hood, for Christ's sake.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.